All right, so I'm going to take this opportunity to do a little quick video about customer service. I recently had an experience with two different car dealerships when I was helping my mother pick out a new vehicle, and the difference between the two salespeople was like night and day. The first place I went to, there was an older gentleman who had been referred to us by a friend, and he came out and showed us the vehicle. He asked us why we were looking, what exactly were we looking for in a vehicle, and really tried to answer my mother's questions. Now, we knew going in that we were going to be looking at several different models from several different manufacturers, and we let the salesman know that up front. And so towards the end of the meeting, we looked at him and he looked at us and he said, look, now you need to go look at the other vehicles. I'll be here until a certain time, or you can come back another day. And if there's any questions, here's my card. Please, please call me. And we walked away from that feeling really good about the experience that we had. Then we go over to another dealership. And this young fella comes out. We can barely get out of our car before somebody's trying to shake our hand and ask us what's going on. And this guy comes out and he's like, what can I do for you today? And we start telling our story about what we're looking for, what type of vehicle we're looking at, and that we have certain vehicles in mind. And he's immediately going, well, we've got what you need. We've got it today. We've got the right thing. We can meet your need today. And really wasn't listening to what we had to say. And so as my mother was going through her list of things she was looking for, he was immediately just trying to direct us to the next vehicle, to this vehicle, to that vehicle, putting her inside the vehicle and saying, here, look what we've done. It was almost like he felt that if he told us enough things about the vehicle, we would go ahead and make a buying decision today. So this is what happened. He actually gets her to test drive, and he's in the passenger seat, and my mother looks out the window and makes a mouth motion like, save me. And at the end of the test drive, we did everything we could. I mean, it was like pulling teeth to get this guy to let us leave the lot. And after we got in, my mother said, look, I really, even if I like that vehicle, it's not worth the differences. And the vehicle was more expensive than the first one she looked at. But she said, I really just felt like I was being inundated from that young man, and I was just really uncomfortable. And long story short, we ended up going back to the first dealership and putting a deal together that day. Let me explain something to everyone who's in sales. And like Jerry Frencher says, we are all in sales all the time, and our number one product is us. Ask questions. When there's a customer coming to you, they have questions. They may or may not be ready to buy right at that moment, but by answering their questions and putting yourself in their shoes as opposed to looking at the quota you've got to make, you will answer their questions and you will be much better at closing sales. So your tip today is put yourself in the shoes of the customer. Then you'll make more closes, then you'll make more sales. And trust me, it will go a lot better for you. See you next time.